Hello. How are you doing today? So I'm expecting a guest. Want to see if hello? 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 Unmute your mic. Unmute. Unmute. Okay. Hello? Unmute. Unmute. Unmute your mic. Unmute. Good. Hello? Hello?
Man, greetings. You good?
Yeah, great.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
So how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah, what's been happening to you?
Yeah?
What's been happening to you?
Whole heap.
I mean, I know you are filled with all this poetry and so on. Then maybe books and so on. So let's have some of them. But then before we have your stories, let's know your name, please. Let us know your name.
My name is Yasus. My name is Yasus Afari.
Okay. So what do you do?
I'm a poet, an author, publisher, event promoter, a business executive, an entrepreneur, among a few other things.
So you are into so many things.
Well, we are into the cultural and creative arts for the empowerment of our people.
So, I mean, what have you been up to recently? I mean, what programs have you been having?
Well, it depends on how recent is recent. Last year, we had a very busy year. We did a Bob Marley Day in Kansas City at the Gem Theater. We did the Kansas City Reggae Festival. We did the World Expo in Osaka, Japan. I represented Jamaica. We did a cultural community tour in England and Wales. We did Poetry in Motion, Jamaica Poetry Music Symposium, the one festival in Negril. We did the Jamaica Poetry Festival. We launched the Rastafari Institute. We had the first supper on the 1st of January. We had an open day for the Rastafari Institute, 1st of February. We had the Reasoning Temple, 1st of March. In May, we had the Leonard Howell birthday celebration on the 14th of June. And now we're having the Rasmus on the 23rd of July, as well as the 16th annual staging of Jamaica Poetry Festival on the 9th of August at the University of Technology. And at the end of March, we had the Jamaica Poetry Music Symposium at the University of the West Indies, and a few other things. We just received the RJR Gleaner Group Award, Honor Award for Arts and Culture in Jamaica. So I'm the current recipient. And we just were commissioned to do the 40th anniversary poem for the Broadcasting Commission of Jamaica, which was on the 25th of June of about a week ago at the AC Marriott Hotel in Kingston. And we did a performance at that event as well. So we have a full hand.
Great. Great.
I'll be going to a graduation less than an hour from now, presenting an award for my sister. I did a fundraising to build up a foundation in my sister's name who made a tragic motor vehicle accident some years ago. And so we are presenting charity checks to two students, a male and a female, who are academically inclined, disciplined, and financially challenged. So we are supporting them with some finances.
I think you have this interest in young poets. You have an interest in young
yes, in poets generally. Yes, in poets generally, but as you know, we accept that the children are the future. And so we really want to inculcate and to harness the potential of the younger people so that they can stand on our shoulders. And we want to make ourselves worthy to be the shoulders on which our future stands, just like we are standing on the shoulders of our ancestors. So we want to cultivate good minds. We want to cultivate a good future. And we think the best way of doing that is to support the younger people.
Now, if you look at the society, I mean the Jamaican society, are you the only one doing it, or so many of your age range are doing it? Are trying to bring the younger ones up?
Certainly, it's not me alone. Quite a few of us are doing it.
Oh, great.
Maybe not enough, to be honest. Maybe not enough. Maybe we could get greater support from especially the government and ministries and executive agencies and some members of the corporate community. However, we learn to make the best of what we have and turn and make fashion. Sometimes less is more, so we don't complain. We make the best of what we have. And so we are grateful for like-minded people who are doing what we are doing and supporting the upliftment and empowerment of our people. And promoting the arts and the culture as a positive medium for social intervention and for social empowerment and for upliftment and ultimately for the redemption of humanity and for the healing, for the redemption of Mama Africa and the redemption and healing of humanity. And so we work with what we have, and we are grateful for the corporate people who have supported us and the government agencies and ministries and personalities who have supported us over the years and who have supported similar projects.
Because, the thing is that, you see, I'm actually interested in, bigging up the younger ones, because, poetry, creative works generally, they are statements, they are statements, maybe protest statements, encouragement statements, and all those things. Now, going into that, what do you do? I mean, do you write poems of protest or poets of support? Oh, sorry, poems. Poems of protest or poems of support?
Right. Well, we have a portfolio, protest poems of resistance, also the poems to support what others are doing and to support positivity, whether in environmental awareness, cultural heritage awareness, entrepreneurial awareness, social responsibility and awareness, focusing on issues so that people can make, especially the younger people, can make informed choices and decisions. So we don't stick to any one thing, and we are an intuitive. So we worry about on what we are inspired. I consider myself as a vessel of the Almighty, and so I'm an instrument. So we try to be aware and try to be receptive and try to be obedient to the good influence and the good inspiration and to be a conduit, to be a vessel to pass that to the people. And you see, we consider the poets, the creatives generally speaking, but more specifically the poets, we are neuro-linguistic healers. So we are neuro-linguistic surgeons. So, we want to re-engineer, reset, recalibrate, realign the mindset with the fundamental divine attributes and values, since we accept that we are children of the Almighty God.
You talked about mindset. Now, in the first instance, are you referring to mindset of the people in power or mindset of the populace?
Well, that's a good question. You see, in the Jamaican context, being people of the transatlantic triangle and the transatlantic genocide, and who we are still emancipating and liberating ourselves. But we are really, unfortunately, we are in a paradoxical situation whereby, for example, independence, yet the head of state of Jamaica is still the colonial institution that was responsible for our genocide for hundreds of years. And so our politicians, as we call them sometimes, they are really literally and figuratively caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. So in other words, oftentimes by their actions and policies, they are not in the interest of the legitimate aspirations of the people. So they are still servants of the post-colonial construct of the neo-colonial paradigm. And so sometimes they are excluded from the populace. But I would like to think they're a part of the populace as well. So we would like to address the mindset of all our people, including the leaders and grassroots people as well.
Now, it brings me to another conversation. Are you seeing any changes? I mean, through your poems, are you seeing changes in the society, the ruling elite, and the followers?
It's a little good question. I'll try to be as objective as I possibly can. I've seen changes in my life personally. And I've seen impact, especially in my youngest daughter, who is 14. And we have seen changes around us and in the wider community, positive changes, as well as limited but changes in the leadership and the governance structure. Because we have, for example, I have consistently made proposals to different ministries and government agencies.
Oh, that's cool.
Case designated in the 90s. And that proposal, to cut the story short, led to the Culture Agency in Jamaica and to the Jamaica Day celebration. And
it's freezing. Hello?
We have had good partnership with, for example, the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, which is the cultural face of the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sports. We have also positively impacted the Jamaica Tourism Board as well as the Tourism Enhancement Fund and the Tourism Link Network. As well as the Jamaica Public Service and Ministries of Government. So yeah, more happening, but we are grateful for the little, and it encourages us to continue and to work for greater, more positive and sustainable changes. Yes. I don't know if you're...
Now, I think you
hearing me, but I'll continue then. To thank you in particular. You have had a sustained... I want to take this opportunity to thank you and your organization and your magazine, your publication, for the sustained interest you have had.
You're welcome. Now,
in what we are doing here, not just what I am, quite a lot of our creative people. And so, go ahead.
Now, so what advice do you normally give the younger poets? What advice do you normally give the young poets?
Keep writing, because if you're not right, you're wrong. And we write to make things right. We write to rewrite history, create our own reality, and determine between poets. Keep writing. But make sure you're writing to make things right, because if you're not right, you're wrong.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So, what do you have coming? I mean, do you have any projects at hand?
Yes, several. We're establishing a as I mentioned earlier, the Rastafari Institute, a creed, whereby we said the how protected, the young, nurtured, and the uninformed be enlightened and educated. And so the Rastafari Institute will have our
I think your connection is kind of hello? Hi. Hello?
they're coming back on.
Yeah. I think
So
but it's okay now. I think it's bright now. Now,
the Rastafari
go on.
Institute is a work in progress. Yes, there is a work in progress. We'll be having an event on the 23rd, 34th birthday of His Imperial Majesty, who we consider to be the father of humanity.
Now,
we are currently working on we are also currently working on the 16th staging of the Jamaica Poetry Festival, 9th of August at the University of Technology.
Can you walk us through your inspiration? What inspires you?
Yeah. If me figure one word, I would say life. But beyond that, we are inspired by the struggles of our people and our elders, our ancestors, the indigenous peoples of our planet Earth. We are inspired and grateful and gracious to the Almighty God who made us in His own image, His and her own image and likeness. We are inspired by the beauty of the creation, the thought that the Creator put into the planet and into the universe and into the things that He has prepared for us. The fruits and the vegetables and the animals and the seas and the oceans and the times and the seasons and the generation and the ability to think and to act and to serve. So all those inspire us really, but to simply put it, life and the experiences of life and the positive aspirations and selfless struggles of our people.
Now, let me ask you a related question. Now, when you get inspiration, do you just write, or maybe you dream it, or maybe a particular incident inspires you? Hello?
Yes, I maybe all the above because I've waken up from my rest, from my visions with words of inspiration, which I record.
Mm.
Sometimes I'm inspired by what people say, what people do, things that I read, things that I imagine, things which we find as a challenge, things which we think merit greater enlightenment and expounding. So inspiration comes from multiple sources, unlimited. And as an intuitive, I don't preset my sources of inspiration. I'm open-minded, willing to be aware and to act in the moment and to be vessels of the inspirations of the Almighty and inspirations and lessons of life.
Now, what's your daily routine? I mean, do you just let's say from the morning, what's your daily routine?
What is my what?
Your daily routine. That is, okay, when you wake up in the morning.
Daily routine.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm not so much a routine person, but if I can try to answer that, obviously, I don't do 9 to 5. I only work 1 year 9 to 5 in my life. And because I'm an intuitive and an inspired person, depends on the project I'm working on, depends on inspiration. Sometimes I work through the whole night and go to bed when the daylight. Sometimes I work and rest at night. So daily routines are a little bit difficult. You would get up and hold a meditation, reflect on your experiences for the past 8 to 7 hours that you were asleep or resting. And then you'll make breakfast to fuel the structure and to work on the outstanding projects that you have. We always have a lot doing. We have maybe nearly 20 annual events. So we have more than one annual event per month.
20.
And then we do stuff for other people. We continue to ride. Yeah. Yeah. So we routine is more governed by the work that we have to do and the demands that those put on us and people put on us. And we tour as well, and we continue to record and to produce and to publish and to support other people. So, so midday we take a break, maybe have lunch. We like to prepare our own meals. We don't like eat out a lot. We have to find time for the children and the other community. So, it's not so much a routine, but activities based on what we're currently engaged in.
But let me ask you another question. Since when have you been writing poetry?
Right. So here what happened now. I can't forget a teacher in grade 5. I maybe was between 10 and 11, 12 at most. And we were given a poem to memorize. Somehow I memorized my own before the class was dismissed. I think the class was on a Thursday. By next Thursday, I obviously remembered mine. I was the only male student who remembered his poem. And so the others got flagged. Then they were allowed to. All the male students were flagged. A bit different and special. And that was kind of a challenge to live up to that expectation. The teacher was Trevor Monteith. And so a few years' time, I was attending the St. Elizabeth Technical High School. And I was asked to write a poem by our English teacher. Mrs. Olga MacDonald. I reflected on my childhood days, my younger childhood days, and I wrote a poem entitled The Traveling Son. And Mrs. MacDonald read it to the class and said, "This is a brilliant poem. You must continue writing." And that was when I really started writing as a hobby. And then I worked with telephone company for 1 year after high school. And we continued writing there. And we were publishing the Jamaica Telephone Company Lines magazine. We got a scholarship to the College of Arts, Science and Technology, now University of Technology. Started writing it market. Well, it wouldn't have been when I was 11 at high school now in the 70s. Just a little bit before Mrs. MacDonald asked us to write that poem. I used to just write down a few lines, some little ideas that come to me. Sometimes I didn't write them, I just memorized them. But once I wrote that poem now, and she really, really encouraged me, I started writing down my thoughts. So that was about 1970, almost 50 years.
You know, in my own case, I think it was when I was in secondary school. I used to write some what I would call poem on the
Yes.
chalkboard, whenever we wanted to have literature. So when the literature teacher comes, she will just look at it, she just smile and ask someone to rub it off. But it propelled me. So and well, by the way, I know you have collections of poems. I mean, published ones, right?
Yeah.
Can
Yes,
you hear
I
me?
do. Yes. Yes, I'm here now.
Aha. You have collections of poems, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How many ones do you have?
Right. But just before I say that, I think we had almost a similar genesis in terms of our writing and our poetry. So that's interesting. You yourself started out in the classroom like myself.
Oh, sure.
But yes, I have two anthologies. One is entitled I Pen, which is really philosophical thoughts and poetry.
Okay.
I have one called Vocal Ink, subtitled The Mental Intercourse. I currently have an unpublished manuscript, several unpublished manuscripts, but I'm preparing to publish one. Yeah, another one. Maybe next year. It is pretty much ready. We do the cover artwork and the cover and so on. We're just trying to find the right publisher or the right team for publication. I have an environmental anthology as well that is translated in 25 languages. We're looking to have that published as well. And I have a book which is a national bestseller, Overstanding Rastafari, Jamaica's Gift to the World. It is used by Oxford University, the University of the West Indies.
Oh, really?
Standing Advisory Council. Yes, Standing Advisory Council and Religious Education in the United Kingdom, the penal justice system in the United Kingdom as well. You can check it out online.
That's good.
And I've published an anthology through my company for one of our leading Pan-Africanists. She's called Kabu Mahat Keru. And the anthology is called Making Kenke from Memory.
That's good. But then I really wanted to publish the unpublished ones,
Yeah. We are currently working on, I have a poetry challenge that we call Golden Tongues, targeting young writers. And so we have been made an offer by the University of the West Indies to publish the Golden Tongue.
That is good. That's good. Do you have any recorded ones? Do you have any recorded ones?
Yeah, I have 9 albums.
Ah, great.
So I
Great.
have my first album was called Dancehall.
Mm. Mm. But yeah.
Baptism.
Mm.
Then Yasus Afari and Friends, Gift of Revolution, Chapter 1,
Mm.
Kiss Me Neck, Public Secret, Ancient Future, and Golden Spoon.
Mm. Mm. Have you received any awards? Hello? 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 Hello?
Yeah,
Uh,
coming back.
okay. Maybe we'll just round up now. Have you received some awards? I guess you can't hear me. You got some awards, didn't you?
Well, yeah, several, quite a bit.
I,
um,
I, I know. Okay. Let's just call it a day because I think the reception is not so good. But then, I mean, I really appreciate you. I mean, for coming here and so on. So we'll be talking soon. Is that okay?
yes, you're
Yeah.
most welcome.
Thank you
We're
so
most
much.
welcome, and
Bye-bye.
you're most, well, you're
Bye-bye.
most welcome.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
having us as well.
Okay, bye.
All the best. Bless up
Bye.
Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Salute, Africa. Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.